Hey, this is Johnny C at the Horror Channel, and I'm here with two really crazy artists. You'll check this stuff out. We'll splice in some photos, or we'll put them elsewhere on the site so you can check these out. First of all, what are your names, and tell me a little bit about what you do.
My name is Feitner, Jerry Feitner, but I use just my last name when I do the shows. What I do is cybernetic, HR Giger inspired. Take digital photography, I remove the color, and I apply organic painting techniques on a digital medium. So very cybernetic, a lot of circuitry, a lot of biomechanical imagery in there. And you know, when they splice the images in, you guys will see what I'm talking about.
Cool.
And I am Pyro Painter. So what I do is I set my own fires, and then I digitally manipulate it into my images. So I kind of use the real fire pictures as paint, and pretty much inspired by Giger, Dali, and Francis Bacon.
Awesome. Now this is just an example of one of the fire paintings. Tell me a little bit about when you start the fire, are you thinking about the image that you will render eventually, or do you work from the fire into the image?
Actually, it's more like looking at clouds. Sometimes I'll see a face or a hand in one of the images, and my mind makes the rest of the image up in my head. So it's kind of almost like the fire is telling me what to do a lot of times.
All right, and here's a very Giger-influenced piece.
Yeah.
You can see it's very biomechanical in its essence. What is the first thing that when you approach a possible new piece? What's the first thing you think of?
Honestly, it's kind of the same thing that he said, except I don't use fire, obviously. I find an image of a person or a model that I've worked with. The image grabs me. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I know that it's going to be something. So I take that image and I refine it. Usually takes several hours, but once I realize what I'm going to do, for example, with that piece, I wanted to do something that was faces, but I really strive for balance and symmetry. But once I realize where the direction is going, I just fly through it. It's like a zone that I get into. But that one I wanted to do very industrial, very HR Giger.
Now, you also have some very feminine imagery, as in these types of things. What are you working with, like? I don't want to impose too much meaning on it, but there's some eroticism, but some dark themes going on at the same time. What are you getting at there?
I mean, the female body is just very alluring, so I know that it's a powerful image. That's why I use a lot of crucifixes, because religion has a lot of power in it as well. I'm not anti-Christian or anything of that nature. I'm not a Satanist, but just what I said, a crucifix draws you in. The female body I find beautiful, so I just try to show a different perspective of something that is attractive.
Got it. Thank you.
No problem.
This piece right here is particularly interesting. That also has a pseudo-erotic theme.
Yes.
Maybe not so much implied, but pretty explicit, actually. Are you of the same mindset that eroticism, the female form, is also a very kind of riveting idea or concept?
I think the female body is one of the most beautiful things on the planet, obviously. I think fire is very erotic, so to do something like this with fire and the female body, it's just out of control in a lot of ways. So.
Tell me where people can look at and purchase your work.
Pyropainter.com. Also, we're working on putting a gallery together in New York called Exile, and we're going to take over the entire city.
Yeah, it's going to be in Midtown Manhattan, actually.
And what's your website?
My website is vividdark.com.
Awesome. Thank you guys very much.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, I can go get that. I can this.
Share that in. It's Johnny C at the Horror Channel here. We're in the celebrity autograph room. As you can see, the place is pretty well packed. People gunning for a slot at their favorite tables. Everyone from Adrian Barbeau to George Romero, the cast from The Human Centipede. Horror films new and old. They're all here, hawking their wares, signing autographs, rubbing elbows. We'll take a walk around, see what's going on. It's pretty well packed in here. There's the cast from The Human Centipede, all awesome. They've invited us to a VIP party later, although I think there isn't a VIP party. I'm not sure they had the best intentions, but we'll see. You can see this just wealth of photographs that these people are selling with their autographs. This dude. There's the man, Gary Busey himself. I guess they don't want me filming Gary. He might smash my camera to pieces. Might have to pay him a little extra. There's Adrian Barbeau. Whoa! Sorry, that's all right. There you go. And it goes on and on. There's the guy from Lost, obviously on break. And Bill Moseley, that's right. Sleeping celebrity? Oh, he's texting.
The other one, it's like.
And here is the line for, I believe, George Romero. Goes out the door and around the corner and oh no, it's not. It is George Romero, folks. Yes, it is. So that's the celebrity autograph room, people. Crazy. All right, Johnny C signing off. Hey, this is Johnny C, and this is the line for George Romero. You can see. Go ahead, guys. No, that's all right. That's okay. As you can see, stretches around and down, and we're going to talk to some people standing in line. You look so excited to meet George Romero.
I'm very excited.
Contemplating your first question, I believe.
Sure.
What are you going to ask?
I have no idea yet.
Really?
I still got a little bit of time in line.
Okay. You going to buy a photograph and have him autograph it?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, tell him I said hi.
Will do.
Thanks. George Romero fan? What's your favorite of the Romero canon?
The first, the Night of the Living Dead.
Indeed, a classic, yes?
Yes.
Do you have anything to ask him when you finally get to the table 3 hours from now?
I don't know. I hope I get there before then.
Let's hope so. I'm sure he's excited to meet you too. Hi there. Are you a George Romero fan, or did they just drag you here?
George Romero fan.
Did you watch Night of the Living Dead?
Yes.
What's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley. And what's your favorite part of Night of the Living Dead?
All of it, pretty much.
Really? Me too. It's a classic, isn't it? Are you Ashley's mom and dad?
Yes. My name's Lindsay.
Lindsay. And you?
Toby.
Toby. Nice. And are you responsible for her obsession with George Romero, or is she responsible for yours?
I think we're responsible.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Early on watching horror films with little Ashley?
Yep. I watched him when I was a kid.
What was the first horror film that you think you might have introduced her to?
I think it was Night of the Living Dead.
Was it Night of the Living Dead? Okay, good. You got her off on the right foot. Awesome. Do you have any questions for George Romero when you finally meet him?
No, not really.
No, you're just going to kind of get an autograph and pose for a picture?
Yes.
All right, will you tell him I said hello, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thanks, guys. All right. All right, you guys look very excited to meet Kevin Spacey. Yeah. Yeah, wrong line. All right. Okay, maybe George Romero?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Favorite George Romero film?
Dawn of the Dead.
Really?
Yes.
Better than the original? Night of the Living Dead?
I think
The one that started the ball rolling?
yes. The zombie head explosion.
Okay, all right. I won't argue with that. You?
I'd have to say Dawn of the Dead.
Okay. Seems to be a consensus here. You going to break the trend?
No, I'm with them.
Oh, 3 for 3. Thanks, guys. All right, this guy, we should talk to him just for the T-shirt alone, right? Zombies for the ethical treatment of humans.
How you doing?
I'm all right. What's your name?
Zach?
Zach, where are you from?
York, Pennsylvania.
Is that right? There's a road out here called York. You must be close by.
Not too far.
No? Okay. Maybe we can get together later.
Uh,
Okay, now let's. He's like, okay. So, how do you ethically treat a person that you intend to eat?
I don't know. I'm not a zombie. I just support it.
Can we get one of these from you? All right. Thanks, man. All right, let's go way down to the end of the line. The people who have to wait 6.5 hours to meet George Romero. The very last person in line happens to be 1 year old. Oh, and there he goes. Hey, little buddy. You don't say. Is he yours? How old is he?
He's 16 months.
Obviously a big George Romero fan.
Yes, very much so.
Indeed.
We're trying to eat him.
Yeah, it's a shame that he has to go this way, but... Oh, my goodness.
He's a zombie fighter already.
All right. Well, you guys have a great time, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that was the last person in line to see George Romero, the king of the zombie movies. Maybe we can get a little chat with him a little later. If not, well, we'll just have to knock on his hotel room door at 2 a.m. Thank you very much. Johnny C. from the Horror Channel. Say bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Johnny C. here from the Horror Channel, and we have some very important people to talk to. First of all, we have one of the Ghostbusters here. What's your name?
My name is Monica.
All right, Monica, and you are Freddie Mercury, obviously.
Caitlin.
Okay, Caitlin, and you?
Kelly.
All right, now, for those who don't know, let's just describe your character and their significance in the world of horror.
Well, I'm a Ghostbuster who's very important for horror comedy. You got Peter Venkman, Ray Stantz, Egon Spangler, and Winston. So that's what I am, and that's why I'm here.
And who can forget Freddy Krueger? But the girl version.
Can we see the blades?
My boyfriend.
A little
Wow, I don't even want to know.
gimpy.
And you, of course.
Okay, well, I like vampires. I do things with vampires. Also, I'm a fairy. And I don't know what else. I work also in a restaurant delivering True Blood.
Now, did you just arrive here at the horror convention, or?
I've been here since Friday.
Okay, and you're staying until tomorrow? Mm-hmm. Okay, what's the most unusual thing that's happened to you so far?
Busey just asked me what medication I was on.
Okay,
Awesome.
the man whose PR people would not let me film him asked her what medication she was on. Okay, now what's the most unusual thing that's happened to you?
I gotta say Gary Busey.
He stole your hat
And hugging me.
and hugging you.
Yes.
Unsolicited hug.
Yes.
Okay. We'll have to bleep out the name of the person we're talking about here, but no. and what about you? What's the most unusual thing that's happened to you here?
I would say the look on her face when Gary Busey reenacted her chugging this was the best.
Okay, can we get you to reprise the look on your face for us now? Pretend I'm Gary Busey, pretend I'm doing something really ugly to you, and then...
I gotta be in the moment. It was great. It was awesome.
Okay, they might be dressed like actors, but they're not actors, obviously. So, well, thank you very much and I hope you have a great time at the con. All right, see ya.